Hi, I'm George Nordhaus, and welcome to Monday Morning. Boy, is this going to be a Monday morning that you're not going to forget. It's called the hottest of the hot. Would you believe that? The hottest of the hot. What's that mean? Well, in all of my career, and my career is over 50 years, as many of you know, been around a long, long time, I have seen referral programs, good, bad, and indifferent, but I tell you what, I've never seen one as good as this, as extensive as this. Well, I could just say so many things about it. Mike Stromsoe is doing it. He's the living agency laboratory. He'll tell you about that. I'll tell you more about Mike later on. But Mike, how in the world did you design this fantastic referral program? Where did it all come from? How you do it?
Well, George, thank you for allowing me to share this morning. And most importantly, I encourage people to have something to write with and write on because it all starts with implementation. It all starts with taking action. And it really started. We'll take you through a little bit of the history today about how we got started. But you know, it started with an idea, it started with a vision, and ultimately by taking action, it led to the next steps. And we're going to walk you through all of the steps that we've taken up until today. So I couldn't be happier to be coming live from the Living Agency Laboratory. We're not somebody who's been there, done that, and is no longer doing it. We've been there, done that, we still do it. And we try to bring the freshest and latest ideas to great people, like people that listen to you.
And like me, because I'm learning too every time I'll talk to you. Boy, it's fantastic. Well,
All right, so
it's your move. Go, you take it.
all right, I'll take it away for you here. Again, welcome everybody, and my encouragement for you is to take lots of notes and implement. So I wanted to share with you, I mean, imagine this is your business. Picture this is your agency, and this is not an agency. This is one of our favorite restaurants. This is Richard Walker's Pancake House. This particular location is in San Diego, California, but what struck me by this picture is people are lined up around the block to get into this facility. So
Oh my
imagine
God.
people were lined up in front of your business to get in there to give you money. And ultimately, at the end of the day, that's the mindset that you want to begin with in your referral program. So we want to share with you just a little bit this morning about a profit explosion through a referral program that most importantly gives back. That gives back to your community, that gives back to other important entities that are near and around you. And here's the key to hot referrals, not just lukewarm referrals, or hot referrals are referrals that you've earned. You know, I hear a lot of people talking in the world out there, you know, we just keep asking, and that's fantastic. There's nothing wrong with that. But in my humble opinion, through my experience, the key is earning referrals. If you work hard for people, if you go the extra mile, if you do things that are out of the ocean of sameness. You know, I talk a lot about that. You can swim in the ocean of sameness. You can be just like everybody else out there. But if you'll take the extra effort, if you'll make the extra effort to do something the complete opposite of everybody else out there, you will separate yourself and you'll no longer swim in the ocean of sameness. And that's how you earn the hot referrals. You got to earn them, got to ask, got to earn, got to ask, and that's the key in my humble opinion. It's so simple. Just do two things. Now, there's three ways to create loyalty as well, and loyalty leads to more referrals also. Customer satisfaction. Number one, you've got to earn that satisfaction highest level, if you will. You've got to make it convenient to do business with you, and you've got to be able to earn the recognition for them to mention you to other people. So you've got to create that loyalty as well. And I know I'm going kind of quick this morning, but
That's all right.
so
Go
much
go
to
for
share.
it. Go for it. You got a lot here, and this is one of those things that people have got to go and get the concluding Monday morning in the hands of their people. Let me ask you something while I got you interrupted a minute. Why are you
Yeah.
so hot on referrals?
Because it's the #2 source of new applications in our business more than, I'm going to say, 8 or 9 years running.
Wow.
I mean, we're not investing in online leads or a lot of these other digital things out there. It's, you know, strap up your boots, do the work, and you will be rewarded. And the greatest thing is you're helping other people as well that want to be helped.
I like that.
So
Yeah.
it's just
Yeah.
been magnificent. So You have brought or are helping people. I mean, that's what we're in. We're in the people business. Yes, a lot of people do business, on their mobile phones or online and that kind of stuff. But ultimately, at the end of the day, when they need something, they need to talk to a person. If they have an accident, if they have a claim of some type, they need a person. They need expertise. It might as well be you. So you've brought or are helping people, whether it be prospects, clients, COIs, which means center of influences in our world, to climb to the top of your loyalty ladder. Now, how do you keep them there? You touch them and you reward them. And a referral program and referral rewards are just one of the ways that you touch and refer them. They begin as a suspect, then they become a prospect, then they become a shopper, then they become a customer, then they become a member, if you have something like that set up, then they become an advocate, but ultimately at the end of the day, you want to elevate everybody to raving fan status. And we can talk about that in greater details at a later time, but you want to get them up to raving fan status, because you can double, triple, or more the total ROI of your existing referral program. Yes, I said program. I'm not talking about once in a while when we feel like rewarding people. We're talking about a process, a system. It's got to happen every single time. It's got to be systematic. I talk to a lot of agents out there. I'll say, tell me about your referral program. That's exactly what we get. We get nothing because they don't have a program. It's just when they feel like it. It's happenstance. It cannot be that way. It leads your clients. It causes your team to exercise the law of reciprocity at levels never previously experienced. The law of reciprocity is always in effect. You get what you give in this world. If you give more, give more, give more, it will come back to you if you have faith and belief. Your team will become more giving while increasing your bottom line. How does that sound?
Sounds good to me.
Your team will be more productive and earn more money while creating a winning culture in your agency. How does that sound?
You know what I like about it? It's the fact that it's just not something you're guessing at. You're doing it because it's a planned program. That's what I love about this. I totally agree with you. I've talked to so many agencies over these years. Oh yeah, we got a referral program. We ask for it. We get referrals. We love referrals. Referrals make us more profitable. But what you're saying is, hey, organize the damn thing. Right.
Organize it and make it part of your culture and make sure that everybody's on the same page and build your technology into being the gasoline that feeds the engine, so to speak. And I'm going to try to share as much as we can about that this Monday morning as well. So this is where it all started. In 1999,
oh my gosh.
I was actually at a networking meeting. I belonged to a networking group at that particular time. I was out there hustling, trying to grow the business.
Yep.
And this guy, Jim, in this picture right here, this isn't a great copy, but this is a copy of the original referral flyer that I created. So Jim was a mortgage broker. Jim was giving me lots of referrals. He was giving me people that he was doing loans for, and he said, Mike, just write the insurance. And I started writing lots of insurance policies. And I felt kind of beholden to Jim because Jim was giving me all this business. I said, I got to give something back to Jim. So lottery tickets were really hot at that point. And so I bought some lottery tickets, and I wrote a handwritten note to Jim, and I said, Jim, thanks so much for your referrals. I hope you win something. And so I saw Jim a week or two later, and Jim says, hey, Mike, guess what? I said, what happened, man? He goes, I won $116 with those lotto tickets you gave me. I said, you're kidding me.
Oh, my
He
God.
goes, no.
You couldn't have done that any better.
Oh. Exactly. I said, that's fantastic. And at that point, my mind's just swirling like, all right, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? I said, hey, Jim, how about after the meeting we take a picture, you and me, and you can hold up some money and so forth as a symbol that you won, and I may do something with it. He goes, no problem. So we took this picture right here, and then I created a caption, and I had learned just a little bit about marketing at that point, so I knew the next thing I needed to do was create a headline. So the headline became, the next millionaire could be you, because the lottery program was really, really hot at that time. So everybody that sent me a referral, I gave them lottery tickets, and that's kind of how it began. I created this flyer. I wrote some copy for the flyer. I added testimonials. Testimonials, testimonials, testimonials. The credibility is everything in today's world. So I made it easy for people to reach us. I've got 4 ways to reach us on the flyer, and I put the flyer on green paper because green is the color of
money, money, money.
money. So I wanted to signify that. Fast forward 2007, this is the year where we started building in the charity aspect to our referral program. It continued to grow. It continued to grow. Our headline was win killer prizes and benefit the charity of your choice. We were giving away whatever it was, lottery tickets or whatever we chose at that point as chance number one. Chance number two was a monthly drawing for dinner and movie tickets. We had built in a partnership with local restaurant clients to give away a gift card plus movie tickets, because our thought process was we wanted the husband and wife to go out and have a night on us, or you and your significant other, whoever else, have it on us. And then we built in a grand prize. And with every referral, we started making a donation to people's favorite charity.
Oh,
and that's where the tide started to turn.
Oh my
and then on the back, we just started putting testimonials. If you have a filler, if you need to fill any piece of paper, add testimonials.
Wow.
Really, really important.
You
This
had,
is 2008.
excuse me, you interrupted me. You said you had 6,000 customers? Go back. Can you go back? Anyway, it's just 6,000. Yeah, 6,300 and some odd customers. That's a hell of a lot
I
of
went
customers.
back and counted the number of people that I had the opportunity to serve in my career to that point, and that's what I came up with.
Well, that's huge. That's great. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
And today we have over 1,800 documented testimonials, whether it be written, video, and the whole 9 yards. I mean, it just goes on and on. And, you know, at this particular point in time, we're getting ready for our year-end testimonial contest that we have in our office. More on that later. So 2008, Blow Your Socks Off referral program. The referral program got so big and it was fantastic, but, you know, I wanted more. I mean, isn't that what we do as entrepreneurs? Don't we constantly want more? I'm thinking, well, how can I make this thing better? So you remember I mentioned the grand prize, the one grand prize? I said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to have 12 grand prizes this year.
Wow.
So we decided to give away 12 grand prizes. We're going to award a grand prize every single month in 2008. And we started to name our program by a theme. And this particular theme was we want to blow people's socks off with our protection and service. That's kind of the mentality that we took. And so we listed all the grand prizes there, and we started giving away a grand prize every month. We'd have our drawing in our lobby, and we'd video it the whole 9 yards, and we'd draw a winner, and then we'd take the grand prize out to them. Of course, we'd get you know, photographs and that kind of stuff. I think that
that's
this
great.
next one, this is how we started. So when I went out to award, and by the way, when you award somebody, always make sure you take a photograph so you can. I tell people I want to memorialize the situation. You know, your kindness to us is so important to us. I want to make sure we memorialize it, and nobody ever declines when I say that. So I started taking pictures, and I thought, you know what we should do? We've built quite a list of people who have given us referrals over the years. So why don't we do this? We can start putting together a picture collage, and we can send it back out to the people who have been so kind to give us referrals over the years, and we'll send this every month. Every time we do a grand prize drawing, we'll send them back out the flyer, and we keep adding a picture to the flyer as we go along. It kept getting bigger and bigger, and it was absolutely awesome. So at that point, after a couple months, we went back to, by the way, the list. Where do you think we got the list?
I have no clue.
Well, it's people that had already taken action. We had a list of 300-plus people who had already given us referrals over the last 3 or 4 years, right?
Did you judge them if they Did you judge them if you sold the referrals or not? Would it make any difference?
No, we did not.
Okay.
Just that they were kind enough to open their mouth and mention our agency. So, so we started sending this flyer back out to them, letting them know about our new program and that people were winning in hopes that they would continue to take action. And that was going okay. It didn't have the huge impact that I was hoping. So I'm thinking to myself, there's got to be something more. What else can I do? So I'm out shopping with my wife, and we have a lot of grandkids. And so my wife likes to shop in the baby department for the grandkids and this and that. And I'm with her, and I don't like that as much as she does.
I'm sure.
But I'm with her, and I'm kind of minding my own business, staring at the wall, and there it was. There's these hanging rack of baby socks. And I'm thinking, blow your socks off, baby socks. I said, that's it. So I bought all the socks off the wall, and I took them back to the agency. And then I went back and I got a special envelope that we have lots of special envelopes. And we got a special colored envelope that's bulky. We put a sock in it. We put a $1 million bill along with one of our little referral cards inside the sock. And when we sent the this collage out the following month, we sent it in the envelope with the sock with everything in it, along with the flyer, along with the announcement of the next winner. And when people started receiving these envelopes with these socks in it, they started to call. They're going, hey, we got this envelope. What's with the sock? All of a sudden, they were engaged. And so we started doing this month after month after month. And the referral program that year, yes, we invested more in the referral program that year than we ever have. And guess what? Our ROI was higher than it's ever been.
Wow.
So absolutely incredible. That year was so special I can't even begin to tell you. So here we go, October, November of that particular year. And, of course, I'm still thinking, hey, what can I do next, right? That's not good enough. So we decided, you've heard of Publishers Clearinghouse.
Yeah, sure.
So we had a big grand prize at the end of the year, which is $2,595 in cash. And so we did a grand prize drawing, and we drew this gal's name out. She happened to be a commercial loan officer locally who'd referred us lots of business, and that happens to be her agent that's with me. And so we drew her name, and so I called her office, and I said, hey, is Lindsay there? And they said, yeah, she's here. I said, hey, this is Mike over at the insurance office. I'm going to come see her, but don't tell her I'm coming. So long story short, we surprised her and awarded this to her on the spot.
Oh, my
I can't
God.
tell you how magnificent and special it was. I mean, people were all over the place. They were clapping and hooping and hollering. And
Oh, wow. Who
absolutely
wouldn't?
incredible.
Yeah, that's phenomenal.
No, it was awesome. So, of course, that was kind of the year that set it off. And now we have the picture for the back of the following year flyer. We started to rename our program every year. I'm going to fast forward a little bit, just kind of take you through some history.
Yeah.
This is the next year's grand prize drawing. The gal who won it was actually a real estate agent, and she just happened to have a second job in a Starbucks. And I asked her later, I said, why do you work at Starbucks? You're pretty successful. She goes, I love the atmosphere and I love people. So we took this big check into a Starbucks on a Friday morning about 8:30 a.m., and I've got the video on this. It's absolutely special. I can't tell you how much of a high that this kind of event is. And, you know, when we do also get in the grand prizes, we also make a substantial donation to their favorite charity because that's just part of the program. Yeah. And the charity that this gal referred us to, we subsequently wrote the insurance. It's turned into this relationship that's, I can't even begin to tell you everything that's happened because of that relationship, all just by giving back.
Wow.
It's just
that's
absolutely
phenomenal.
Amazing. George, you asked me to, so I'm going to share details on how people can do this. Just go to our website, siaonline.com, and then /news_2014.html. So if you could just go take a look at that, click the various years, 09, 010, 011. You'll see our newsletters. You scroll down, you see our promotional programs. You'll get to see that video. You can watch it live. And most importantly, please just implement.
Yeah, I'll tell you what I'll do on that, Mike. I'll put that on the email so they can just go click it, so they don't have to write all this.
Sure,
okay.
Absolutely.
Good,
so
good.
This is our 2010 program, and by this point, we had given so much back to charities. Keep in mind, we're giving away a donation to the People's Charity of Choice for every referral.
Yeah.
So,
wow.
And this is the gal who won in the Starbucks, and so now we have this long list of charities that have benefited from our referrals, and we have a huge box nowadays in our office. It's a huge plastic tub of letters that have come from these charities. I mean, they keep coming and they keep coming, and it's absolutely wonderful. We have actually a gal who's an interior designer who's going to upgrade our office facility in the next couple of months, and that's going to be a key part of it. I'm going to take all those letters. I don't know how she's going to do it, but I told her I want that to be a feature point because that's what it's all about. It's all about giving back to the communities that support your business. It's
hey, go back one slide for me, just a second.
Sure,
I know it is. Look, on the middle of that slide on the second, over 353 people referred someone in 1 year. 353 people. My God, I've never heard that before.
And the reason they're the hottest of the hot, George, it's like a 70% closing ratio.
Oh, I hope a jillion people see this near it.
So
it's beautiful.
And it just keeps building. I mean, you know, if you study industry, business success, there's a fellow out there, and I'm sure many of these people have heard of him, Bob Berg, who wrote the book Endless Referrals. I learned in that book by Bob that everybody knows at least 250 other people. So think about that for just a minute. I mean, let's just do a quick calculation here. 353 times 250. There's 88,250 prospects for you right there. What else do you need? Right?
Only you would do that. That's great.
So
I love it.
yeah, so I mean, you know, the world's at your fingertips if you will just focus and go get it. So this is our 2011 flyer, and I just want to, we went back to the next millionaire could be you in 2011. You know how they keep reinventing things, fads of clothing and all that kind of stuff?
Right.
I'll be here to tell you it didn't work as well in 2011 as it did in 1999. It's kind of funny how that works, but it worked. So no problem there, and we went to this guy's door on a Saturday morning and did the publishing.
Oh, I bet he loved that.
Yeah, that was special.
That's beautiful.
That was.
Now, let me ask one more quick question.
Yep.
You send this out to all your present clients and anybody else. You said a list, and this goes out just to your present clients.
Let me back up for just a minute. I was talking about the 2008 program.
Yeah.
And we were mailing the socks.
Yeah, I remember the socks. That's great.
Special envelope.
I love that.
That's who it was going out to. It was going out to that list of people who had previously referred us, which was, I don't know, 300 to 400.
Yep.
But when we create this flyer annually, it goes out to everybody.
Yeah. Okay.
Not only that, our people are incentivized in multiple ways to make sure they talk about this and make sure they distribute these flyers on an ongoing basis throughout the year.
Good.
So everything that gets mailed out of this office, snail mail, and attached as an email attachment as well, okay, gets the referral flyer, and we have a customer service report card as well, and some other things. So there's lots of options and things that are constantly going out. It just becomes a habit. It becomes part of the system, and we have a systematic delivery system that delivers this stuff without them even knowing about it all of the time. And what we do to start off the year, and this is a good time to start thinking about the coming year for people who might be listening to this call, is to begin to plan the future year by announcing your program right off the get-go. And that goes out to everybody. And if you want to reach 100% of the marketplace, you've got to use 100% of the ways. So what do I mean by that? Snail mail, email, fax,
everything inside.
Broadcast, everything. Because people are different, you know, and I started learning that when I started studying my own family. Everybody in my family is different as to how they like to receive information. So absolutely wonderful stuff. So 2012, it was getting kind of, you know, things get a little stale, right, George?
Yeah, absolutely. You got to have something different.
Yeah, so in 2012, we knew that. We recognized that, and we started thinking, all right, this grand prize thing, and it's all wonderful, and it's been very rewarding for us, and it's been good for everybody, but we need to change it up a little bit. And even myself, I love to create things. I was kind of struggling a little bit, and I was doing some study, and I thought, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to call this the all-new Referral Rewards Program, because it was all new. And so what I did, and that's me at the gas pump, because I have this persona that I've also created for marketing. I'm the insurance doc. I write prescriptions for insurance rate pains and insurance illnesses. So anyway, that's me, the doc at the pump, and we started giving away gas because everybody was in gas pain. The price of gas had gone through the roof. So we decided we're going to give away a gas card for every referral, and of course the donation to their favorite charity. And we just called it the all-new Referral Rewards Program. It's so simple. I mean, and that's what works. When it's simple, people can go, oh yeah, that's cool. Don't overcomplicate it. Don't overthink it. So this is both sides of the initial flyer in 2012, so that was fantastic. And then we started adding a buck slip. And instead of doing a grand prize at the end of the year, we decided at that point in time, and this is a key, at that point in time, iPads were smoking hot. And iPads are still hot, but at that time they were smoking hot. Everybody wanted an iPad. So instead of doing a grand prize at the end of the year, we did an iPad every single month.
Good. I love it.
And so that's the buck slip that's got attached to the referral flyer every single month. And what happened? We stepped it up a notch. Instead of a monthly dinner and movie drawing, we now draw the winner of a brand new Apple iPad. At that point, it was a 2. Of course, we moved up to the better model. The results would happen. We had our best referral month closed business in 3 years. Our team was on fire as well because we also have a separate incentive program for our team members if our referrals get to certain levels.
So your team members are talking about it to people when they're on the phone, CSRs or whatever.
Whoever,
everybody
incentivized to do so.
Okay.
They all know it too.
Yeah,
and we remind them about that in our team meetings. I mean, it just goes on and on. We direct mail our team members at our house. I mean, we could get off track here, so let's not.
I'm
so
sorry.
What do we do? No, that's okay. We got so much to share. So what do we do? When things start going well, we doubled the reward. So I had my marketing people, I said, get a blue pen and cross out 15 and go to 30 and double the charity donation as well. So this was kind of like August or September when the program was just cranking it. I said, if we're doing that well, double the rewards and publicize it. So I did that, and I don't think I have it on here, but what I also did at that particular point in time, because the price of gas kept going up, I called my marketing gal and I said, hey, I'm on my way in. Meet me at the gas station around the corner at 10 o'clock. We're going to shoot a video. So we shot a video about the fact that we doubled the rewards, and we put that out, and just got to tons of people, and it was just one more way. I mean, you got to think outside the box. Don't limit yourself. Just think outside the box.
You sent the whole video to everybody? You sent the link?
Of course.
Wow, I love it.
It's not on here, but yeah.
Go to
our website. God. I'm sure it's on there somewhere.
I believe you. Go ahead.
Yeah, never stop. Never stop. Never give up. So, of course, for 2013, and by the way, should we share a little secret with them, George?
Why not? Why not? You said everything else.
It'd be unfair if we didn't. So
I know.
A lot of people say to me, they say, Mike, where do you come up with this stuff?
Yeah.
Nowadays, we have 6 children, and we have, think about this, we have 7 grandchildren now. And so during the Thanksgiving holidays, we have a big family affair.
Yeah.
So nowadays, we create the following year theme and incentive program at the Thanksgiving table.
Oh my God, that's beautiful.
Because what I like to do is I like to get the family involved, and I like to teach them to give back. It's become a giving lesson for them. I said, all right, it's time to name the referral program for the coming year. Let's name it. So that particular year, we named it the Pay It Forward Referral Program based on the movie.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So that was absolutely fabulous, and so that's why we called it that particular year. And so we got a bunch of copies of the movie Pay It Forward, and we sent it out to our top referrers for the prior year, and they got the movie in the mail, and they're going, what's this all about? I said, well, let me tell you, George, what it's all about. Absolute opportunity to engage and to take people to another level they've never been before. Wow. It's absolutely wonderful. And here's a copy of the promotion to the past referrers, handwritten letter, unique heading on the handwritten letter. Notice we've got the date, we have the place, we have the exact time, always an odd number, and we have the temperature. Why? Everybody's talking about the weather. So thank you. You're a top referrer to our team. We sent them a copy of the movie. We sent it in that bright gold envelope. By the way, that gold envelope is the one that we started with in 2008. That's exactly what the envelope looked like. And
you're still using the same thing?
Well, we use various colors.
Yeah, but
we
still.
use gold, we use blue, we use green, we use red. Why do we do everything different? Because we don't want to be in the ocean of sameness. We don't want to swim there. We want to be completely different than everybody else. Everybody knows who we are because we're different. They're saying, oh, that agency, yeah, I've heard about them. It's all about the mindset. And the other key to this, George, is spontaneity. You've got to be spontaneous. Think about your spouse or your significant other or somebody in your family. What happens when you give them a spontaneous gift? They're usually really excited, and they want to give you a hug, and they're all happy and all this kind of stuff. Spontaneity is the key. The customer opened their mail, and there was a free gift. What feelings are created about the relationship when that happens? Good feelings. The law of reciprocity is always in effect. It's absolutely amazing. They tell their friends, and I just had somebody in the office 15 minutes ago. She was sharing to me a story. She goes, I'm going to tell everybody I know about this because of what happened today. That's back to earlier in our conversation about the ask and the earn. We earned the right through those actions to be referred even more. What a reason to shop the other businesses with. What a reason to shop their other businesses with you. Back to the earn and ask. And that's my other tip as well. When you're out there in the real world, pay attention to what's going on. What you will get, in my humble opinion, among many lessons is confidence. You will learn that out there in today's world, there's not that much going on that you can't trump. Just pay attention and learn from it and take yours to the next level. It's really not that hard. So We update our flyers with the winners' photos as we go along. We're giving away an iPad all throughout the year, so the flyer continues to get updated with the winners and all that kind of stuff. And when it changes just a little bit, people know that. They notice it, and they tend to take more action.
Wow.
And we had a special program going on. There's some of the iPad winners for 2013. And if you have to, go get the photos. You know, we ask people to come into our domain to get the photos, but a lot of people say, I can't make it, or I don't have time, or this and that. Well, go to them.
Absolutely.
Go get it from them. And we got our team members involved here in the whole 9 yards, so it's absolutely special. 2014, what are we going to do? Well, our family decided to call it the Reap Your Rewards referral program, because after all, at the end of the day, people just want to reap the rewards. And we decided to go back to cash. Because I was saying to them at the end of last year, I said, what's king out there? What do people really want? And their collective answer was cash is king right now. So we decided to go 2,000. This particular flyer, by the way, says $2,001 cash, the first one. But you know what we identified a month or two into it? We're thinking, you know what, that should say 2014 cash. So the flyer right now says 2014 plus $514 to their favorite charity.
That's a beautiful
That's
thing.
what's going on this year. Again, we have proven winners, the charities, and the whole 9 yards on the flyer. We've created a landing page which is uniquely named for our referral program.
On your website. On your website.
On our website, correct. People can actually input if they know somebody they want to refer to us. They just put George and the referral information right there and just click refer now, and it automatically goes to our people, gets into our system, and away it goes. Absolutely wonderful. So the sky's the limit on this. And here's another key part to our referral program. This is a follow-up to the lesson that we learned in 2008. Remember I was talking about we sent out the gold envelopes with the socks in them?
Yep.
Well, the candid truth is we just don't have the time to do the envelopes every month, and we have so many things going on. So what our default is nowadays, if we don't have time to get something else out, we just send them a postcard. It's a 5.5 by 8.5 postcard, customized with the most recent winner on the postcard. And what we're doing, what I say to these people, I said, do you mind if I advertise and promote your business? Are you okay with that? And of course, what do you think they said?
100%.
Well, absolutely. So the winner here is Ian Marksberry of Strategic Realty Group, and I said to Ian, would you mind if I promote your business? He goes, Mike, please do. So I tell them, I said, well, this is going out to about 2,500 people in our market, if that's okay with you. And he goes, that's good with me. So back to the law of reciprocity. The law of reciprocity is always in effect. So you send this out to everybody. Most importantly, start with the people that have given you a referral in the last 3 to 4 years. So that's one side of the 5.5 by 8.5 postcard. This is the other side, you the next winner. Keep in mind where the mentality is we want them to be the next winner. Gas card, donation to your favorite charity, the June top refers, social proof. Social proof is huge. We're leveraging the people that were kind enough to be the winners against them not being on the list. So our mentality is, and psychology is, well, they're not on the, how can I get on the list? We'll send more referrals. We're happy to get you on the list. And, of course, we've still got our charities listed there and easy ways to reach us, not just one way, every way. You've got to put every way to reach you on every piece of correspondence that leaves your business. And most importantly, the local charities win too. So this is actually the back of our newsletter. Yes, we do send a snail mail newsletter, custom 4 pages every single month. And we also send it electronically nowadays at their request. Our recent analytics revealed over 500 people are reading it electronically nowadays.
Oh my gosh, that's phenomenal.
I just couldn't be more fortunate.
Yeah.
How did this program become viral? Well, here's a few key tips for people, and here's where you want to make sure you write it down. Mandatory team meeting. We have a team meeting every Wednesday morning that I'm in town, 8:29 a.m. to 9:01 a.m. We talk about what's going on in our business.
I love that time because it's so offbeat. You're not saying 8:30 to 9 or whatever. That's just enough to get everybody's attention.
That's right. You don't swim in the ocean of sameness. Emails to the team at the right time. I listen for opportunities to hit them with more information they need to know so they can earn more money. Whiteboards everywhere in the office and all around. I got to be the chief motivator. We got signs in the office. We have a Wheel of Fortune component. We direct mail our team. Where do we direct mail them? At their homes.
Good.
I don't put it on the chair in their office because they're too busy. They don't read it. I want them to read it. So I direct mail it to their homes, and I try to make sure it arrives on Saturday. You got to think about these.
Well, I know you amaze me. You amaze me. Everything's thought out so well. Wow.
Here's the signs in the office, the realm of the possible. We have pictures of our customers in the lobby. No disrespect to our carrier partners. They're a critical component of who we are. But, I mean, we got pictures of our customers in the office. In the front lobby.
Right.
We now have a TV in our lobby, and we announce people. The gal who was just in our office that I mentioned, we have a red carpet visual on the TV now. Welcome. Dr. Jody Lawler, and I had that up on the screen on the carpet. Neat. So
neat idea.
It just keeps going on and on.
Oh my gosh, love it.
So email the current referral flyer with every email. We talked about that earlier. This is a signature on an email from one of our team members. They've got it all right there, and of course, refer a friend and your reap your rewards is at the end of their email signature, so everybody's seeing it all the time. We talked about a Wheel of Fortune activity component. So people earn the right to step up for cash and prizes once a month, and the number one thing on our list is tell people about our referral program. So absolutely phenomenal stuff. The bonus in-house for the team. January 1st, we start with a pool of $2,000, which is 500 times 4 last year's testimonial drawing program that I talked about earlier. We have a goal. If we hit it, if we reach the goal every month, then we double the pot and the reward, and it's just long and complicated. And most importantly, I don't limit the number of referrals that they can get. If they get over 350, if they get over 400, if they get 800, I hope they do.
Wow.
I keep raising the amount of the pool.
That's great investment.
Who's winning it? Yeah, who's winning?
You.
No, everybody.
Well, everybody. That's right.
Winning.
Absolutely.
That's right. I love to share this picture right here. This is a 2007 grand prize winner, and my son and I took this big screen TV out to these people's house, and we got to the neighborhood, and it was a tough neighborhood, and you could tell that things weren't prosperous in that neighborhood. And my son said to me, he goes, "Who are these people?" I said, "They're clients who were kind enough to refer somebody to us, and they won." I said, "We have to deliver this." So we went in there, and we found out that this guy had just lost his job, and his family was a little bit destitute.
Brother.
And they didn't have much going on, but I said, "Well, I'm glad we could provide you with a new TV." And they said, "Well, it's fantastic because football is going to be on." This is, I think, in November or something like that. The playoffs are going to be on pretty soon. And I said, "Well, you guys like football?" And they go, "Yeah." They told me their team and stuff. And I said, "Well, that's fantastic." And so, we broke bread a little bit and we left. Anyway, fast forward about 3 years. I run back in the office one day, and I look to my left in our lobby, and there the gal in the purple shirt is. Her name is Kathy. And I said, I recognize her. I said, "Kathy, how are you doing?" She goes, "Mike, we are doing fantastic." And I said, "I'm so happy to hear that," because I remembered the story of what's going on. And I said, "Well, that's fantastic. Tell me more." And she goes, "Mike, I don't know how to explain this, and I can't explain it." She said, "The day we won that TV is the day that our life turned for the better."
Oh, my God.
She goes, "We're doing really well. My husband found a good job." And I looked in their file later on. They had acquired a couple of extra houses. And
wow.
I don't know. And that kind of reciprocity.
Oh, beautiful.
The law of reciprocity is always in effect. It's
what a great story.
And that's the kind of stuff that fuels me. I mean,
sure.
People say, "Well, how can you take all this energy and do all this?" Well, it's that kind of thing. How can we not do it when you have those kind of stories? Right? So, send your referral flyer and everything that goes out, include clients, prospects, carrier reps, and the drawings and videos. Call the winners as a team and record it. We've done that with an audio, which turned into more business for our banker because she just happened to be in the office. That's another long story. Involve your restaurant and other clients as prize sources and pay them. Announce on social media every time. Post pictures and videos on your website and your YouTube TV channel. Yes, your YouTube TV channel. Everybody should have their own YouTube TV channel. And questions for you. Is your referral program documented? Like we talked about early on, is it documented? Is it systematic? Or is it just happenstance? You do it when you feel like it.
Totally agree.
Or you do it when you have time.
Can't.
So we have multiple people on our team who are involved in this. We have one gal who kind of leads the charge. She makes sure everything goes out. If somebody on our team is too busy, they know how to write the letter. They know how to make sure that envelope goes out. They know how to make sure the reward is delivered. that very day or the next day. It's absolutely critical. Timing is everything. And it is also critical that every referral is handled immediately and properly, and that the call is made to get the referrer the same day and thank them and find out who their favorite charity is every single time. And I just realized that we've got more, so let's keep going. So this is the 6-step referral process checklist. When we get referrals, this is the checklist that we use. We don't miss anything. It's a checklist. It's got to be executed every single time.
I like that. That's great.
So counting the referrals, doing the math, a colored slip is filled out by the team member. It goes into the box in the office. The box is emptied monthly when we draw the monthly winner. So it happens right in our lobby. It's absolutely magical. We have a referral quote package that goes out. This is an 11 by 14 bubble envelope that we get at uline.com. That's the letter U like umbrella, ULINE.com. They're awesome. We've gotten our envelopes from them for years. Inside the referral quote package is a thumb drive. What do we put on the thumb drive? We put bios of our team members in video.
Oh my gosh, what a
introducing them.
Wonderful idea. I never heard of that before in my life. You mean you send out that many thumb drives to that many people? My gosh.
Why wouldn't we?
Well, it's expensive, I would think.
Why wouldn't you when the closing rate is 70%?
Okay, go forward. Go. Wow.
So, handwritten cover letter. These are pre-printed. All they have to do is fill in the name and the date, signature, and they're out the door.
Love it.
Agency comparison sheet. Why should we do business with you over and above any and all other options? Well, let me explain it to you. Here's all the benefits you get with our agency, and are you getting all these things from your agency?
That's great. I love that.
George.
Yeah, absolutely.
So here's our blue intro folder that goes into the quote package, and inside that is meet our team, and we got a copy of our most recent newsletter, testimonials, guarantee, all the types of business that you can do. Just keeps going on and on. We got to be adding value all the time. We have a liability limits asset protector sheet that we put in there as well. I had the opportunity to interview an third-generation insurance agency principal who had to take the agency. She found out that her dad was going to sell it, and she said, I just can't let it leave the family. She contacted me. She goes, I've heard about your referral program. Can you tell me more? And after talking, I said, tell me about yourself. She told me the story about she was going to take the agency. I said, I would love to give you a copy of my referral program. If you wouldn't mind doing me a favor. She goes, I'd love to. What do you need? Because I found out that she was an asset protection attorney, a JD.
Oh, my God.
I said, let me think about this. An asset protection attorney, JD, and an insurance agency principal? I need to interview you. So we put this interview, attach it to the liability and limits protector off the charts.
Oh, my God.
You must talk to everyone about your opportunity referral program all of the time. It's critical. And the most important thing that you can do, you've got to train your people. You've got to train them. You've got to have scripting points. You know, there's a lot of talk about scripts out there, and I've done a lot of homework on scripts. Scripts are important, but I like the thought process of scripting points. Just give them 6 points that they need to talk about and let them talk about it in their own personality. You got to motivate them. You got to help them earn more. You got to keep them asking. You got to reward them for what they do, and they have to own it. Absolutely critical. Here's a sample call closing script in our office. Thanks for your time today. We appreciate your business. Do you have a quick second? Can I share a couple of other thoughts with you? That's all you have to say. If they say, sure, what do you got? I just want to make sure you know we handle all types of insurance, like car, home, business, life, and health. If there's ever anything we can help you with on that, please let me know.
I heard that.
Did you know about our?
Yeah, excuse me. Go ahead. Yeah, well, I'm sorry to interrupt, but that's exactly what I heard when I called your office and you were gone or something. This is what I got, and I wondered, my God, does everybody say this every time? It's amazing. Because I'm
not going to lie to you. They do miss from time to time.
Oh well, I'm sure everybody does, but my gosh, the concept is so much good because you're talking about it all the time, Hey, let me ask something, Mike. What do you think a percentage of your business is from referrals versus everything else?
Well, I just happen to know that it runs anywhere from 23% to 31%, roughly.
Oh my gosh!
And that's consistent over the last 5+ years.
When you told me what you were spending here and there and along the way, you spend a heck of a lot less than you would if you were advertising in the local TV or something like that. It's got to be less than that in what you're doing.
Well, not only that, George. I mean, think about the industry that they're in. This is first-year commission.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, and I know everybody who listens to this call, I'm sure they're well in tune. They always know the lifetime value of a customer, and they've got that one figured out as well.
I bet your retention level. Your retention
I would encourage them. Yeah, it is.
It's retention.
And I would encourage them to go figure out what the lifetime value of the customer is.
Oh, we
the
got to do
number
that.
will astound you.
Oh well, that's exactly the way I'm moving in that direction on this whole thing. This is phenomenal. This is phenomenal. Let's do this. We don't want to make it too long, but let me go to that last slide there for a minute. Let me remind people now that that Mike has the Stromsoe Insurance Agency, and you've heard it. We've had a previous Monday morning with him, which was very good. And I've already twisted his arm, so he's going to do one for us on the welcome kit, which is phenomenal. If you guys aren't using a welcome kit, well, you want to. I'm certainly going to start using a welcome kit because it makes such sense, but probably never heard of it, have you? Well, we're going to hear about it. But at any rate, Mike has an organization called the Unstoppable, this is in addition to his agency, Unstoppable Profit Producer. Mike, tell a little bit about that, will you?
Well, and I know we're getting towards the end here.
That's okay. Tell it.
But
say it.
Here's the story behind it. You know, I was working with agents for a few years because, you know, went from zero to a very large revenue number in a very short period of time, and they said, how'd you do that? I said, well, it's simple. You just do this, this, and this. And they said, no, can you teach us? And so I started helping people, and I love helping people. There's nothing better than teaching and inspiring people who want to be taught and inspired. Nothing better. And so, you know, helping people, however, it can be kind of time-consuming. And, you know, I was talking to some really close friends of mine, and they said, Mike, you're so good at it. You've got to do more of this. I said, look, I just don't have time. Mm-hmm. And they said, well, organize it. And I said, I don't know. And so I thought about it for a few months, and I was getting ready to go to Chicago from California, so it's about a almost 4-hour plane ride. And I didn't have a lot to do, and I said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to figure this out. So I got on the plane, and somewhere over Arizona, I said, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to write down everything that I know that is systematized in my business that I can teach. And by the time I got to Chicago, I had 69 things written down, 69 topics
oh, my Lord.
That are systematized, which are now the core part of our Unstoppable Profit Producer program. So that was the birth of it, so to speak. That was a number of years ago, I don't know. So it continues to evolve. It continues to just become something very special. And I couldn't be more grateful to be able to share all of these things with people. So nowadays people in the program are outside of the industry because business principles are business principles, and there's nothing new under the sun. It's really what you do with it and how you do it with it. So our encouragement is that people just take action, and if you want to know more about our program, just call the number 800-770-9984. Or just go to beunstoppable2014.com. You'll learn about a very special opportunity that's coming up later this year. You get to learn firsthand for 2 full days everything that I just talked about in explicit detail. There's nothing better than that. I love it, love it, love it. I've got Mr. Kyle Maynard who's going to join us at the event. Kyle, phenomenal, inspirational story of his own. The book that he wrote is No Excuses, because he makes no excuses in life, and he has every right to make excuses. So, George, it's just been an incredible ride. I couldn't be more fortunate. I couldn't be more grateful, and just the opportunity to share with you know, your people and this Monday morning and every day that I get out of bed. You know, it drives my wife crazy, but you know, we'll go into a retail establishment and I'm constantly studying. And you know, they'll say, "Have a good day," and I'll say, "Hey, you too. There's no other options."
I'll tell you. Go ahead.
Ultimately, the end of the day, that's the truth. There are no other options.
Oh man, you're the most optimistic guy I've ever seen. An optimistic guy that proves himself time and time and time again. I just going to suggest to people, go to Unstoppable Profit Producer. I mean, and you get it's kind of a membership type thing, isn't it, Mike?
Well, there's various ways that you can learn in our program, and the best thing you can do is just call Andrea Wyatt,
okay.
our
Andrea will
program
tell you.
director, and talk to her. Just go to that website, and I've got a quick video up there for you, and you can learn a little bit more. But there's lots of ways you can learn in our program. So just figure out what's best for you, because our goal, like I said, is that people just learn how to do more and become more. Because one of my greatest mentors was Jim Rohn, and he said, if you want to have more, you have to become more.
I like that.
And we attract exactly what we are. So, my encouragement for my producers on my team are this. Every day you've got to invest in yourself. Every day you've got to do your marketing. And every day you've got to fill your pipeline. You've got to do those three things every single day. And if you're not going to do those three things, you don't get to play on our team. That's all there is to it.
Beautiful. That's a beautiful saying. Well, I do know that the December meeting that you're having for a couple of days has got to be one of the top meetings in the United States, all kidding aside. I haven't said this before, and I've been doing these things a long, long time. But that meeting is, that just could change your life. And I just keep learning from you, Mike. Don't go away now. Just keep at it. I'm going to make sure this gets in everybody's hands I possibly can. I want to thank you for sharing, because the fact that you're sharing this, there's no income to you or anything else. So you're sharing it. You're giving it back. You're paying it forward. Who could ask for anything more from any good independent insurance agent, right? Right. Okay.
Right, and I couldn't be more fortunate that I made the decision. And my journey has been one like many, many other agents. I was 23 years old, and I wasn't planning to jump into the insurance business. But you know what? I couldn't be more fortunate that I did. And you're right. It's time to pay it forward. That's what it's all about.
Thank you, Mike. Don't forget, you can go back to the email today, and you can go into Quiz Flash and E&O Tip of the Week. I'll put Mike's that other link in there. I'll put both these links in there so you can go just click on them, because I think you're going to want to. And you're going to want to see Stromsoe Insurance Agency. It's just, well, what can I say? It hadn't already been said. Mike, I could say so many things. All I want to do is thank you again. For the rest of you people, pass this along. Everybody should have it in the agency. Let's do it, because there's no other better program than this referral program that I have seen, and believe me, I've seen many of them over these many years. Thanks you again, Mike, and I'll see the rest of you next Monday morning.